I asked a friend of mine this week to send me 5 unhinged questions to try to stump me as a realtor. Be forewarned, they're a little bit out there, but let's get into question 1. So question 1, he asks, I planted rhubarb. Can I come back and pick it next year after I've sold the home? Well, if you want to keep the rhubarb, typically landscaping transfers to the buyer when the contract completes. However, we can add it as a condition within the contract and see what the buyer says. Question 2, he asks, can I return it if I don't like it? Real estate is a little bit different from retail in once a real estate transaction is unconditional and completes, then it's final. In BC, we do have a 3-day home buyer rescission period where after the offer is accepted, then you have 3 days to rescind that offer for a small rescission fee. Question number 3 is my favorite so far, something that I wanted to do as a kid. Can I put in a moat with alligators? Well, while landscaping changes are possible, they do need to comply with zoning, safety regulations, and local bylaws. Also, alligators don't really do so well in Canada. Question number 4. Can the offer be conditional on the neighbor rehoming their dog? Conditions are usually based upon things like inspection, financing, document review, not usually something like a third party since the seller can't control that. So that wouldn't be a practical use of a condition. And our final question, question number 5. What if I find gold in my backyard? That's not actually as straightforward as you think. So in BC, when you own land, you own the surface rights, not usually the subsurface rights. That's usually owned by the Crown. So that includes mineral rights. Best practices would be to check the Land Title and Survey Authority and also the MTO map online for title registrations. And that's that. I think he came up with some pretty good ones. If you have some unhinged ones for me, I found this kind of fun. Send them my way.